trying to get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. Get down with you, get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. Yeah, get down with you. Yeah, get down with you.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Let You Tell It podcast. I'm your host, Caesar.
It's your boy, Bowler.
Go ahead, give the introduction, dog.
Hey, man, it's your boy, Roloe, a.k.a. Westside PrettyBoy. You know how it is, man. You know how we do around here.
Hell yeah, man. How you doing today, my guy? Thanks for coming on the podcast.
Thank you, hey, man. Thank you guys for having me. Appreciate it. You already know. Doing good today, bro. You already know. Blessed to wake up another day. You feel me? And that's all it is.
It's hot as fuck today in the valley, so
Oh, it was so
we are not outside. We are inside, but right now we're outside.
During the day,
we're inside.
during the day. Well,
Where the fuck?
yeah.
Don't be lying either, bro.
Nah, for sure. I don't want to be outside.
Nah, we outside right
Yeah,
now.
man. So the homie here, Rolo's a very good friend, a friend of mine. He's always been there for me when I had any type of pop-up, any event that I do. My homie's really always there, supporting. Never asked for a homie hookup. Always paid full price for my plates. Always like looked out for me. Gave me like a little hollers here and there with it. So I always want to give you your flowers, you know, and I appreciate you. And then I hope that all the events that you've done and I've showed up to, I hope you feel the same way I do when you show up to mine. So.
Nah, yeah. I mean, 100%. Like, I think it's important. I think a lot of people get mixed up in even if they are your homie and even if, you know, they have a business, I think a lot of people are like, you know, hey, man, like, hook it up, bro. Like, let me get some or let me get a little off the top, whatever. I think I've always just been like, man, you gotta just show love. Everybody around here gotta show love to each other, man.
Yeah,
I think it's important, and I appreciate it. When you showed up to my second show actually.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, you know that was huge for me as
it was only right, bro.
You know that was huge for me as an artist, man. Like just figuring that out and actually doing a show, you know.
Oh, yeah. I was going through that too. I was like, man, I don't want to go outside, but I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
The homie showed up every time. I'm gonna show up.
100%.
So let's just start off like, so you do music. How long have you been doing music for?
So I started. Well, I mean, I've been rapping like my whole life, man. Like, I can remember like being in 4th grade and like memorizing all the lyrics to Regulate, you know, by Warren G, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, and even writing them down, you know what I mean? It was crazy to me that I always wanted to like memorize lyrics like that. Like, so that spoke volumes. And then like in 6th grade, started like battle rapping at lunch or whatever, you know?
At the lunch table.
Yeah, you know? And then it wasn't actually until recently, big shout out to my homie Avier, my God. He got the equipment for everything, and he hit me up around like 2019-ish. And he just, because I didn't think I was taking it as serious but he did, like, you know, and he hit me up because I guess he saw something in me. Yeah, so then I got the feel to start recording, and from there it went on, man. I got my own equipment, I got my own stuff.
Shout out to the boy too. He be outside performing in a booth, so like motherfuckers have no excuses to like not do shit. Hell yeah, I see that for perform, and that shit don't stop them. You feel me? So. That right there, you should take that as like, you know what,
motivation.
There's no excuses. Yeah, no excuses. Like, fools be like, oh, my stomach hurts. I don't feel like my head hurts. I don't feel like doing shit. The homie's out in the booth, bro. Like, performing real music at real spots.
Exactly. So, and I think...
shout out to him.
I think it's important that, like, you recognize that, man. Like, you know, there's days where I wake up and I don't want to do this shit. Like, you know what I mean? You're going to have the days like that. Like, no matter what you do, like, the passion that you have for something, you're gonna have those days where you're like, man, I don't want to do nothing today. Like, I just feel like I'm in a slump. Like, you know, whether it's this, whether it's bills, whether it's this. But man, like, I think it's important for you to wake up and remember why you're doing it, and it'll give you the courage to keep going at it again. You know?
Yeah. And then, so when you do music, do you feel like when you were younger, it helped you take you out of a certain like little funk you were in, or you just start writing because you wanted to like release any type of like emotion you had inside you type thing, or were you just rapping like just bars?
No, I think that's a good question, man. I think that it 100% helped me escape from something, as I didn't have the best childhood.
Yeah,
you know, so growing up, it was this thing that like helped me when I wrote down, and then I put it out. Or I didn't even put it out. I showed somebody, like, hey, like, this is what I did. Like, look what I did.
Yeah.
And they were like, damn, that's hard. Like, what do you mean? Like, that's how I feel. Like, how do how do you turn it into like a verse or like a song or like that's crazy, you know? I think it was like really dope to see that finally like come to life because I'm doing something that other people could relate to.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, you know, and that's important, man. Like,
Hell yeah,
you
for
know?
sure. I feel like that's our go-to on the podcast is
Yeah.
like being able to speak to everybody from different walks of life, and then we always touch on like topics that other people might not always hear around
Yeah.
their friend group because maybe it's too hard to talk about.
Yeah,
But we always try to tend to like make it come out here so then other people could like
Relate to it.
relate to
Yeah.
it, feel it, touch base. You feel me? So
and I think that's why I mess with y'all like so heavy, man. Like as soon as I saw you guys' interviews and stuff, it's, you know, you guys have your funny moments and you know you're
Yeah.
laughing, but then also you do zone in on like the importance of like speaking about emotions, speaking about the things that brought you to the decisions that you make today. And,
hell
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
bro.
Do you know
That's
what I
dope
mean?
that you've actually sat there and like
Paid attention.
yeah,
to
pay
what-
attention to that.
Yeah, you know.
Cause it's like we be laughing, but there is sometimes where even me and him will be choked up, like, oh damn, this was saying some real shit, or they say some shit to
And
us.
that's been happening recently where we're just like, like, oh, you gonna make me cry right now on the pod and shit like
Just
that,
like the
you
homie
know?
Bankhead, he made us realize the importance of a mic, you know.
Oh,
So
okay.
that brings me to like, what does a mic mean to you? You know, like,
Yeah.
what does it mean to you? Your mic, you know.
I mean, it means everything, bro. I mean, it's my outlet to the world. It's my outlet when I don't feel comfortable in my own skin. Because as a creator, I think you know, you guys probably feel this too. Sometimes you don't feel so supported by
Yeah.
even your own friends. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
100%.
Sometimes, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Sometimes you feel like, oh man, like, man, my song ain't getting played. My cast ain't getting that many views. Like, people ain't sharing my
Facts,
stuff. You know,
facts.
like,
We were just talking about that
we were
shit
just
today.
talking
It's
about
so
that
funny.
today, bro.
Yeah, because he was
That
telling me
always
that.
happens. That whatever
Yeah.
we talk about, we talk about.
We talk about on the
And
pod.
It's not even like we bring
We
it
don't-
up. Like
we
the
don't plan
person,
that shit, I swear
yeah,
to
like
God.
the person we're interviewing
Yeah.
always brings it up, and we're just all like,
That's so
bro, we literally just talked about that this morning.
Yeah,
That's
like
funny.
he was like telling us like the numbers on like the views, and to me, in my head, I feel like hundreds of people are watching our shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But look, hundreds of people are watching our shit. Not 100 people are listening though. So then there you go. It's like, and like there's people that are really close to me or people, friends, you know that, and I'm like, hey, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this podcast. They'll be like, oh yeah, I seen. I'm like, oh, but did you hear? And they're like, oh no, I haven't gotten to it. And I was like, oh, you know, that's
Yeah.
cool. And like you learn how to not take it personal either, you
Yeah,
know.
no.
But like it would be dope, or like how you just said, like, oh, like you actually like heard the podcast. You would you actually took something and said, oh, well, I realized how you guys go from serious to like funny to this, you
Yeah,
know.
no.
So we appreciate stuff like that.
100%.
And maybe not, we don't have 100, thousands of people listening to us, but for sure we have hundreds of people watching. So
Yeah.
at least
Yeah.
that, you know. So
Hey, it starts somewhere though. At that
Yeah,
point,
for
you know
sure.
what I'm saying? Like,
and that's the importance of I think everything, like from starting from somewhere. Like everything starts from somewhere. Like ain't nothing happen overnight, and you know I
Yeah.
mean, a lot of people think it does happen like that, but I truly don't think it does.
no,
You know what I mean?
it don't. It
Yeah,
don't.
you know?
Like that shit. It comes down honestly to just the hard work you put into what you're trying to do. You know, like by all means, like yeah, you see these big people nowadays, but they started off, you know, like just like us,
Yeah.
somewhere trying to figure out what the fuck they want to do. You know, like they said it like it's just you can manifest it, but are you gonna put the work in to actually get to that place
Yeah.
that you want to be at in life? And it's just some people want it, but they don't want to put in the work. They're just like, oh well, I want to be at the top. Well, what are you gonna do to get to the top?
Exactly.
Are you gonna climb that ladder, or are you just gonna fucking wait for a handout?
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people are like that. They just want to wait for that handout, but we see it in a lot of people that the hard work they're putting in. Like you said, like yeah, maybe sometimes you know you notice that your song may not be getting streamed a lot or shared, but you know there's always gonna be those people that are really gonna be down for you and show you that love and support. And then you just got to keep that working in, and then it's gonna blow up eventually.
Yeah,
As long
yeah.
as you're putting in that effort, that work, like that's all it takes is just time. You know, like you plant a seed in the ground, it's not gonna fucking grow into a tree that the next day. You know,
Yeah.
sunlight, water, you know,
yeah.
love and shit like that.
Yeah,
That's all the way you
100%.
got to look at everything. You know.
Yeah. 100%.
yeah, I feel like it's the work that you put in behind closed doors, shit that people don't see, you know.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's hours that go into doing all this. You know what I mean? Like that people don't see, but at the end of the day, like you said, you can't take it personal because this is what you chose to do. This is the creator you chose to be.
Oh yeah.
So you know, I can't blame nobody or sit there and get mad or upset that my song got 80 plays, but I spent 6 hours mixing it. You know what I mean? But I chose that. I chose to mix it for 6 hours. I chose to try to perfect it. I chose to be that person.
But
you know?
if it got to one person, if it touched one life, I think that's already.
That's the hugest thing. Is like, I don't think I make this music like I don't want the fame. I don't want none of that. And I've said it 100 times. Like, I think my importance is sending my message and reaching someone. And if it makes money, it makes money. If I do a tour, I do a tour. If not, at least I know at the end of the day, I tried to do and reach people with my music, and that's bottom line the most important part. That's why I started music, because whenever I was having a bad day, whenever I was like in a struggle, I would throw that Eminem on, I would throw that Tupac on, I would throw the Biggie on, just full blast in my headphones and just sit in my room and block everything out. And that helped me get through another day. So if I could do that for somebody, like, why wouldn't I?
That's a gem right there.
I remember like listening to like Kid Cudi like a teenager, and like that really helped me like a lot.
Oh, Kid Cudi, man, he's one of the artists I look up to.
That fool for sure saved my life a couple times. You know? So like that's some shit that you listen to.
Man on the Moon 2 will forever be like that classic.
Pursuit of Happiness, all that shit.
Soundtrack to My Life.
Dope, all that. Yeah. We could go on and on. So, I mean, that's what I try to take from people. Like, I want to like make a change in somebody's life. Like, through all the like bad things that I've gone through, or like even the good things, whatever I can, my experience, share it. And then be able to help somebody in some way, you know, and not maybe even benefit anything from it. Just someone being like, bro, because of you, like this, and I'm like, damn, you know. Like I've had like 1 or 2 people like tell me like, man, because of you, I started cooking. I'm like, that's dope, bro.
That is dope. Yeah, that's dope.
You know, like, and I'm like, keep doing it. Like, you need any help, let me know.
Because I think a lot of people get like, you know, when they want to start something and they don't like really know how, or like, but then they see you do it, like, you know. Not saying what you do is easy at all, but then they see you like throw the seasoning on the shrimp or whatever, and they're like, I think maybe I could do that at home, maybe, like, you know what I mean, like a little bit. So you get them started on that, you know, and then, you know, with the music stuff, is like, man, I never hold back with anybody on to like give tips on anybody. Like, someone comes and asks me like, oh man, I can't get this echo right, or I can't get this reverb right. I'm like, oh, okay, we'll try doing this and this and this. Like, it matters about your voice and shit. So like, it's difficult until it ain't. You know what I mean?
I feel like it's like, so when you read music, I can't read music the way you read it, you know, because but when it comes to cooking, like, you might not be able to, like, you get down in the cooking, what I'm saying, but like, some other person might not be able to like take it and be like, just because I make it look easy doesn't mean it is, you know. Just like with music, you mastering, mixing, putting stuff here, reverting shit, I'm gonna say that like, what the fuck is this for doing, you know?
Well, I mean, let me say something here, dog. I can't do what you do, bro. You over there doing tricks with the fucking thing, and then doing the noodles.
How was it this event? How was it seeing me cook? Like, you know, I wish I could see myself cook.
I think it's harder than a lot of people think it is, man. Like, I think like for you even keeping track of like
orders.
Oh yeah, like, oh, it was a steak and okay, it was 2 chicken, and it was like, I'm over here like losing my fucking brain. Like,
he's like, can I help you?
Yeah,
no, like, don't trip, just sit right there.
And then this was in the heat and behind a fucking hot ass griddle, like.
And it's like
having a heat stroke back there, but not telling anybody.
It's all right, as long as I got a little beer. It's all good.
It's all good. As long as I got a little. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. But yeah, no, that it's a thing, bro. It's like it's always kind of nice seeing somebody do what they love and do what they're good at. You know, it's a different experience, because I always tell the homies too, like, how am I wish I could see myself like when I'm laying down 16s or 18s, 20, whatever, like whatever it is, or I'm like finding a melody and I'm like trying to get it there, and I'm like closing my eyes and writing lyrics. And it's like then there's a part of me that like wishes I can't see it, because then maybe I get like a little too like
criticizing yourself a little too much.
I would probably like too much detail into it, you know what I mean? But it's a crazy thing, and like I said, man, you get down with this stuff, man, and like, you know, it's
even with this, bro, like, even when I'm editing, I try not to look at it too much, because I'm like, I don't like looking at my own shit. Like, that's just me personally. Like, I don't like looking at my own shit. Like, people are like, hey, bro, the episode was good. Like, I like this part. Sometimes I forget, like, when did I talk about that? You know, like, I talked about that. it's just like, I don't know, that's just me personally. Like, I don't like going back and looking at my episodes too much. You know, like, I make the clips, you know, we do all that, but I try to keep it to minimum, not to watch the full thing.
Yeah.
That's just because of me.
I try watching it, and then I'll like put it on in the background. I'll be doing stuff, but at the same time, kind of like, this is not for me. I made it for someone else. So
yeah,
like,
that's how
whatever
I look at
it is, let them
enjoy
can see
it.
it. Yeah, they can see it the way they want, and then fuck it. The food shit's a little bit different because I'm like, this shit gotta be fire. Like, you know how like I'll be throwing food at you, like, hey, taste it.
Yeah.
And the homies will be like, yeah, shit's still fire. You know, sometimes I'll give him food and he'll be like, this is too salty, or this is too, you know, like, but it's always dope to have the homies on the side, like, hey, fool, just try my shit, let me know if I'm still on my tip, you know? And I love, like, having homies there that will tell me, like, yo, like,
this ain't this.
Yeah. Or like, you know, like, you guys came out in the Hondas. I've had my homie Dicho, my homie Eddie come out to the skate park. A bunch of other homies have came out too, and they'll sit there, stand in the fucking heat, bro, wait for like me to make some food, and for them to get some like plates to go home with, you know. And I'm like, that shit to me like means more than money, you know, for someone to sit there and like want to be with you outside, even though no one else wants to be outside, you know. So it's always dope, you know.
Yeah, no, it's dope, and that's what, that goes back to what I was saying, like, about supporting each other, and
it's
just
important to show up.
Yeah, and it's important to just even if, man, like, because like, I met you through like on some accidental stuff, you know what I mean? So like, you know, and the same with you, you know, I came to visit him to eat, you know.
Should we tell him the story how we met?
I was about to ask that shit, bro.
Shout out Fabian for my bad on this one, fool, but
shout out Fabian.
Yeah,
man.
Fabian's a real motherfucker, a real crazy motherfucker.
That's my best friend though. So
yeah, no,
that's my brother. But he a little bit of a dumbass sometimes.
So you know, like statute of limitations and all that. But so I was cooking this one, like, it's a Friday. It's raining, like light rain. I'll stop, go
at the crib.
No, I'm cooking like at this A18 brewery spot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then like, you know, like the
way to
homie,
keep it low
there's
key,
a squirrel on the street, and the homie fucking he swerved, you feel me? And that fool's ends up like, you know, accidentally hitting like a car. And then I go to the whip, I start running, and I'm like, oh shit, are they okay? And like, I have the homies, there's an old car club the homie Davey used to be from, and I see the fat ass sticker, and I'm recording, I'm like, oh no, I take the, like, put the phone away, and I actually call the homie, like, yo, your homie's here. And that fool David did not even let the phone like click, and that fool was already on his way. So when I'm like there talking to a homie, you know, the homie's like, fuck. I was like, don't trip, everyone's okay, nothing happened, you know, like, thank God no one was hurt.
Yeah.
And then I see this fool, the homie fucking David. Everyone's all like in some like kind of serious mode, and me and this fool in the back cracking jokes, don't even know each other, just cracking mad jokes.
Yeah.
Where like, this fool like pulls up with a little like White Claw, like, fool was cracking. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? We're just, and then that's crazy, and it's so crazy how like all these people you meet like in these like crazy ways, and then ever since then the homies always supported, always came, you know. And then like I said, when you did your show, I was like, it's only right for me to pull up.
Yeah.
So. But that was a funny little story how we met.
And it was funny, man, because like,
I thought you were in the car with this.
No. They pulled up like on some homie shit, like, how can we help, you know?
I got the call from Fabian because we were supposed to, I'm not gonna say what we're supposed to do, but we're supposed to be on some other type of tip that night, and I call him because I'm at work. I'm working, and I'm like, yo, man, hey, yo, we still gonna ride through, like, we still gonna slide, and he's like, nonchalant as hell too. Like, I don't even understand how he's that nonchalant.
He was sliding all right.
Yeah, no, but he was like, I can't. I just crashed, fool. And I'm like, what? I was like, where? Like, where? You know? And he gives me the streets, and I'm telling you, I'm gunning it down. Like, I'm going down Ventura, and then I'm going up DeSoto. I'm doing like 75, bro.
God
like
damn.
80, bro. Like, cause I just don't know what happened.
No, the homie David's out there fast. Too.
Yeah, you know. And when I get there, I make sure he's cool. I make sure everybody else is cool. You know, he's handling some other stuff, so.
And this is how about you do it on the side.
Yeah. And then, well, Booger comes up to me, and, you know, we introduce ourselves, and then we're just cracking jokes, man. We don't even know each other. We're just cracking jokes, like he said, and then, but I feel like there's a beauty in that, man. Like what Nipsey said, like, never let a hard time humble us. You know what I mean? Even when you are in the shit, man, you gotta find some light in it, bro. Like, no matter the situation, no matter how deep you feel like you're not gonna get through it, you gonna get through it, bro. Like, it just seems dark at that time, but Trust me.
Shit could be worse. I
Yeah.
always say that shit.
Yeah.
And this was Caesar too. I'll be sometimes like, man, I'll be like punching the air, full like, fuck. Oh my God. And then this will be like, it could be worse. And then this will be all deputy. I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up. And like, but you just need shit. Like,
That's literally just happening right now too. Like I'm going through a little shit right now. And
Yeah.
I'm just telling this fool about it. He's like, man, stop being a bitch, you know, like man, the
But you
fuck
need
up.
that
Like,
shit sometimes.
Oh
Yeah, you
yeah,
need that.
100%.
Because if I look, honestly, if it wasn't for this podcast or being around like dope people, I would be like very dark place. Like fuck, like not wanting to do shit. But like, thankfully, like for doing this event the other day, like making me remember that like this is why I do it and what I'm good at. And having like you saw the like it was all family, like cool, like people were like having fun, like asking for plates, and like we're having a good time, full free drinks, like I don't know, it was dope. Something I think I really needed, you know.
Yeah, no, and it's important to like I said, coming back to it, it's important to like come back to what you love and what you do, because even in the hardest times, even in like the shit that you're going through, like for me, I went through a really, really bad breakup in 2021. I actually made a whole like freaking album about it. It was an EP. I released it on SoundCloud. But
Put it in there, full
no,
tap.
I mean, what? No, yeah, go ahead. It's called The Broken Wedding Ring. It's on SoundCloud. It's called Roloe. It's under Roloe_official.
Tag all that shit. That's why we in this interview.
No,
for you
yeah,
to
for
plug all your shit,
For sure,
cuz.
we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. There ain't no worry about that. But but that's what got me through. You know what I mean? Like the music, that sitting there, like I sat there for a week straight. I took a whole week off of work because I was like, man, I don't even want to be at work. Work is just gonna stress me out and depress me more because it's something I don't want to be doing.
Yeah.
I'd rather be doing this. I'd rather be in my room making these songs and mixing these songs and
Getting
doing
it out of you,
and
you know?
getting it
Getting
out of
that
me,
pain out of
and
you.
and it helped me like get through the other side of something that I thought was not gonna ever end.
Yeah, you feel like you're dying. You feel like you're gonna die, or your chest hurts.
Yeah.
I have a pain in my chest, and I can't
breathe. Yeah,
so,
man.
I understand. Trust me. Yeah, that pain is just.
That shit sucks, bro.
Oh,
That
yeah.
shit fucking sucks.
Oh yeah,
I
man.
don't wish that shit. I know about it.
And then-
I don't either. Honestly, like that's one pain that
I'd rather get hopped. Just hop me 3 fools.
I never been stabbed before, but I'm pretty sure I'd rather get stabbed than go through another fucking heartbreak like
I
that.
don't know,
dog.
man.
Like,
Hey,
that shit.
Shit gets sticky.
Hell yeah, bro. Especially like long-term relationship-wise, you know,
Yeah.
like you don't know fucking how long somebody's been together with each other, and then like shit just goes south, you know, like.
I kind of just be like, I be on the tip like, everything for sure comes to an end. For nothing lasts. The bad times don't end. I mean, the bad times don't last. The good times don't last. You just have to go through emotions. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's what I try to do.
I think there's beauty in that though, because just because something comes to an end doesn't mean it was worth doing it. You know what I mean?
Or worth less, right?
Yeah, worth less.
Yeah,
my bad.
yeah,
So thank you for
sure.
correcting me.
No,
Yeah,
hell yeah. You gotta be happy that it even
you
like
know,
maybe happened.
Yeah,
type
you know,
shit.
because I think whatever started it, either it was gonna end regardless, because everything does, but it made you a better person at the end of the day. You came out stronger than you were before, or you came out wiser than you were before, or you may have came out a little fucked up before, like and after it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You about
You
to
know-
make me go into my emotion bag
But-
right now, dog. Shit.
But it's worth it. It's all worth it at the end of the day, because that just shows strength. That shows compassion. That shows ability to come out of any situation, overcome and adapt. Is what I've always said my whole life.
Hell yeah,
you know what I
man.
mean?
I be
Overcome and
comfortable
adapt.
being uncomfortable. Like I don't even like being comfortable. Feel me?
What do you mean by that? Like,
Like I don't like being comfortable. I like being I'm comfortable being in an uncomfortable situation.
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
makes
yeah,
sense.
That
yeah.
type shit. So like,
Type
or
shit,
even
type
with
shit.
cooking on the street, like bro, there's so many things that could go wrong. But like, put me in that shit. That shit to me was like, how do you saw it? Like I was just like just doing like I
Yeah.
feel like a muscle memory type
Yeah.
shit. Even though it's been like months that I haven't done it, you know.
Yeah.
Slanging that shit out like fucking throwing plates, throwing shrimp all over here.
Yeah, and I
you get a shrimp. You get a shrimp.
he's a
Not-
real hibachi.
Yeah,
cook.
but like how you say, being adapted, like not
Oh,
being
yeah.
comfortable, like everything could just in a blink of an eye, bro. Your life could be like
Gone.
completely
Gone, yeah.
different. Yeah, gone
Gone or
could be
different.
completely different. You could have been living in Cali and now you have to live in Texas. because you have no fucking money, you gotta work. Like shit could just go so south, or if not, I mean, which hasn't happened to me is like one day it goes up and you're like balling, and you're all the hard work that you did, which is gonna come soon, hopefully, but.
Not hopefully
Nah,
it will.
those days are coming.
No,
those days are coming.
It ain't no
dog.
hopefully it will.
Yeah.
Goddamn, man, I'm about to start applying for EBT and shit. Fuck.
Hey, dog, we all been there. Man, my mama kicked me off hers, so.
Oh, fuck. I never had it, but I feel like I'm almost getting there, bro. I'm like, god damn.
Nah, I turned 18 and she stopped getting money from me.
So going back to like your rapping career and stuff
Yeah.
like that, what are a couple like artists that like really motivated you to keep it like going, or like to even like start your career?
Oh man, a big one for me off the top of my head is Mac Miller. Big one for me.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, man. Yeah, when he passed, man, I cried, bro. Like I felt like I lost somebody I knew, But going back to 6th grade, putting on Kool-Aid and frozen pizza and rolling,
Classic,
rolling the
High Life,
blunt,
that
you know what I
shit's-
mean?
The High Nano and
living
shit.
the highlights, clothes good, liquor good, way, you know what I mean?
On my feet,
Yeah,
bro, was a classic.
waking up, rolling a blunt, and just on my way to school,
day
smoking and being like a fucking kid, bro. Being a kid, like
Arizona and a Swisher.
Hell yeah.
Hey, you can't forget the bag of hot Cheeto puffs, though.
Bro, you know what's
That was
crazy?
my
If my
shit.
kids would say that shit, I'd be like, shut the fuck up.
Pizza and shit.
But
Why?
dude, I was like 14 years old with Arizona and a Swisher, bro. That's wild.
Yeah,
That was a breakfast of a champion right
That
there.
was
bro.
breakfast.
I was 14 with an OE right there. That's just,
Yeah, so you
know what I
crazy,
mean?
bro.
And
You
that, so you know what I
crazy.
mean? But like, yeah, man, Mac, he was a big thing just because in his early, like throughout his whole career, but early on, like me being, a young kid and hearing him be like, I get money, smokes weed, make music while doing it. You know what I mean? Like that to me was like, maybe this is reachable. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe like.
And Mac Miller used to get hated on too, just because
Yeah,
of
because
his
he
hell yeah, bro.
the way he rapped.
That's the
But
way he
honestly,
rapped.
Mac Miller has to be top. He still has to be in my top 5 for sure, because his music and it just got it like changed with him. So like we're talking about The Best Day Ever, and then after that, what he had like the Blue Side Park one. He has a couple bangers.
Blue Side.
But then he starts getting dark, like the movies with
Watching movies, no sound.
Yeah,
Bro,
and
that
then
album
that
was
one, and
crazy.
then the one, the question and all the other.
Macadelic?
Yeah,
Macadelic.
Macadelic, which is
Macadelic.
to me my favorite. Like
Yeah,
that was
that's
me
when
like
he
in like
started
10th, 11th grade, I think, and I like like the question with Lil Wayne. Like sometimes I wonder who the fuck I am.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, and I think I think that's, if I could give anything to any artist, like, and they could tell me to fuck off, because I'm not on no pedestal, right? Like, I'm not top 10 in the game shit. I feel like I am. I feel like I'm a lot better than these motherfuckers out here, but
Yeah.
but seeing his transgression, like seeing him be that fun teenage kid and like write all the Kool-Aid and frozen pizza, and then going into sometimes I wonder who the fuck I am.
Life got
like
that,
life got
having
him.
money.
But I think a lot of people tell you stay the same.
Yeah.
Don't change who you are, and a lot of people get mad at that when you're an artist, and a lot of people tend to be like, oh man, he making different music now, he not the same.
Like, life will change you, for sure.
he's starting to change, and it's like that's not the right mentality to have, because life changes, people change, times change, everything
Music
changes,
too,
and music too.
yeah.
And I think that to really be following an artist, I think that you have to be open to
Take
him,
them how they are.
Yeah, to be open to to the new projects. And hey man, let me give it a try.
Yeah.
Even if I don't like it, I'm still your fan. I don't like this
Yeah.
new album, and that's fine. That's cool. You know what I mean?
I think that's when you find like your core listeners. Like,
Yeah,
people who, like,
100%.
for sure just don't look at you just because of your music. Just they'll see your personality through
Yeah.
videos. But even then, they truly will never know you though. You know.
I think another artist like that too, in my opinion, is like Kid Cudi. Again, like I'm a big Kid Cudi head as well. And like when he dropped Indica, I know a lot of people that didn't like it, and I'm just all like, well, why? And they're like, oh, well, look, like the way it sounds. I was like, well, you gotta understand, he was going off of like an indie rock album, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he totally was changing up everything, and I fucked with it. Like Just What I Am, like that's one of my top songs off that album, bro. Like.
I like Girls off that album
Yeah,
too.
you
Is
see?
it Too Short?
Yeah, hell yeah. So like a lot of people, and then like his Speeding Bullet to Heaven shit was cool, not my favorite.
Yeah.
You know, like I'll be honest, but like it was cool, you know. But at that point, he went into a different direction with something else.
Yeah.
Is that new shit he just dropped was like he was trying to get into the new wave?
Oh
type
yeah,
thing?
it was good. I liked it.
I went to see it at the Palladium. My homie Vic, shout out to him. When I used to work at Chopped Cheese, I'm getting off of work and he's like, "You want to go watch Kid Cudi?" I was like, "Where is that Hollywood Palladium?" I was like, "Yeah,
Duh.
what the fuck?" And then we sat there, listened to it. It was a listening party type shit. He was kind of performing it, but it was new shit. But I it was just dope to be in that like
Circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's dope. So, yeah, man. I mean, I think if if anything I could leave anybody with is don't be afraid to change, man. Don't be afraid to try new things, because when I first started out, you know, with my rapping, I came really hard. I came like talking about life and talking about like another one of my songs, you know, is on SoundCloud as well. My stuff will be on all platforms soon. I promise. My new album's coming out. It's called Unavailable Love. But that's where I'm gonna get to, is like Dying to Live was all about. I mean, the opening lyrics are thinking the same thoughts my father did when he left the kid, but I'm nothing like him. In the aspect of drinking and fucking women, I guess I am. Mm-hmm. So I started out coming like punching, like I want to talk about
Real
my
shit
life.
right there.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Deeper than it went over fools' heads. I bet you what you just said.
Yeah,
too.
you know, I mean, and it got a lot of plays. You know what I mean? It got some love, but then I started transitioning into what I'm doing now, which is a little more lovey, talking about love and talking about like the reason I chose Unavailable Love as a title for my album is I've always been attracted to unavailable women, whether they were unavailable with their time, whether they're unavailable with
another person,
whether they were unavailable even in my eyes of being like a girl out of my league, you know. But they've always given me a little bit of leeway. Like they've always thrown me a bone, I guess, and I've always attached to it. You know what I mean?
Perro.
Yeah. I got a pedigree, homie. Show them how you do it.
Fuck you.
Come on, show me how you do it, dog. Come on, brother.
Let me see that dog in you, fool. Let's see.
Come on, Perrito. Wow.
Come on, bro. You can't put me on a spot like that.
No,
Our
man.
dogs go to heaven, though.
Yep.
That's facts. But yeah, man. So like, it's don't be afraid to change. It's my main quote right now. Is don't be afraid to change, because at the end of the day, your core fans and everybody else that's gonna really fuck with you and rock with you and be behind you is gonna keep stepping behind you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't worry about the rest. Don't worry about if somebody's gonna think I'm weird for putting this out, or someone's gonna think I'm like not this or not that. Man, you're everything because you started this. So keep going and being that everything, bro. You know what I mean?
How do you think music's helped you with your emotions and how you dealt with them, traumas and shit?
Trauma-wise, man, it's helped me a lot. It's helped me, man. I think music saved my life. You know, coming from where I come from, like adolescent-wise, when I started being a teenager, I started getting into a lot of shit. Started getting into a lot of trouble. Started getting into, you know, I can't say anything on record. You know what I mean? But I think
just fucking around.
Yeah, I was messing around. I was messing around until I started taking this music stuff serious, and then I realized, like, man, there's something bigger here. There's something that I can't shake. I want to keep doing. There's something that I think is beautiful, even though it's painful, even though I get headaches at night, even though I'm up, like, even though I got work next morning and I'm up at 2 a.m. mixing some music and I'm getting 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
There's something beautiful in that. And so with trauma and emotions, it's helped me talk all about it, man. Like, and it's helped me put it into a perspective of like, other people can relate to this, man. Like, and that's how I think I truly feel. Like, I think other people can really like relate to what I'm talking about. And if they don't, I know there's one kid out there that could.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters to me, bro. You know what I mean? So it's helped me delegate, I think, a lot of troubles and emotions and put it into my music. And in a way, kind of let it go. But also really feel like I'm starting to heal from that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like starting to heal from that process. Karate Master, you all right?
Fool, yeah, fool, your shit.
They're fucking eating me alive over here, dog. No mames, bro.
I didn't want to bring
Dog,
it
you
up.
see this shit? You see this, bro? Dog, that's over, bro. God damn.
Since the start of the podcast. Since the start of the podcast.
You got a fucking wick or some bullshit? Should have told me I should have brought bug spray and shit, man.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm sorry.
Wait a fucking minute, Your Majesty. Your house isn't a cot anymore, right? This is the streets, huh?
This was the karate master. You okay, man?
That was over, fool.
Oh,
Getting
man.
eaten alive.
Wax
dog.
on, wax off, fool. Come on, fool.
They're just waxing me right now, fool. My bad, y'all. Fuck.
Yeah. That's what Buller's getting attacked right now with a bunch of fucking mosquitoes.
The fucking fumigate with
You
some
got
mota.
You got that sweet blood, dog.
I guess, fool. I don't know what the fuck I ate today.
Puro pisto, huh?
Nah. It's been good today. Been good today. I have my kids today, so
That's what's up,
we don't
man.
drink pizza till after.
Yeah. 100%.
But yeah, apologize for my karate moves, man. But yeah, no, because I feel you talk a lot about emotion. So I feel like, and then emotion, I guess for men, I think it's kind of different. Some people see it as weak. Some people see it as,
Yeah.
oh, well, I'd rather not talk about it, you know, type shit. You know,
I hate that, like when a man tries to bring out his emotions, people take them like as weak or something like that. It's just all like shit builds up. Like motherfuckers don't really see like how deep a man's fucking depression can get. And like,
Oh, yeah.
I think if I don't know, I could be wrong, but last time I checked, like men have more of a higher suicide rate than women, and it's just all like the shit we go through in life. Like, I mean, yeah, women go through shit as well, but men, like, shit, a breakup could fuck you up. Like a simple thing as a breakup, you know, like a simple thing as losing your job, like trying to support your family and shit. Like, I'm saying like I need to stop, but all that can really fuck you up in the head, and people really don't see it. Especially when it comes down to a man's feelings, they think as soon as a man starts talking about his feelings, they see him as weak. And why is that though? Like, we got feelings too that we got to get out. Having shit bottled up is not good at the end of it. And everybody has their way to do it. Like you said, you got your music.
oh my bad.
You got your music, and like me, like I was in a dark place, and I always thought of like, well, what made me happy, and doing this podcast was it, you know. So that's why I brought it back, and I started doing what I was doing, because being in that dark place, you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. There's been times where like I wanted to fucking not be on this earth anymore because of all the bullshit I went through, and you know, only my close people know that shit. But I think like my close people helped me go through it. They were there for me, and the podcast really just like pushed me back into it. Like, it made me really want to be here again. And then with the same thing with my dogs too, you know, like there was times, bro, where I just wanted to just end it.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially after everything I've been through in life, you know. Not to get too much into it, but like same thing. I went through a bad breakup, you know. I was married, shit just hit the fan. You know, at the same time that's happening, I lose a really fucking great friend, a brother of mine's.
Yeah.
And that's all happening in the same fucking week. So I went down a bad path, and there was just times where I'm in the house alone, leaned out, faded, not wanting to be here, trying to drown out the fucking pain.
Yeah.
Knowing that I can fucking just go into the closet and end it right there, but I didn't. I chose my happiness. I wasn't gonna let nobody bring me down anymore. And I mean, since then, like, shit, I mean, I know I've had my little patches here. No, the homies know about it, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, I'm just trying to live life now. I'm trying to make the best of what we got.
Yeah.
Because we don't know when it's our time. It could be tomorrow morning. It could be tonight for all we fucking know.
Yeah, I mean, that's
God
why I fuck
forbid.
with this podcast, because I feel like I can just say some shit and they'll be like forever stuck on wax. So, you know, in case that they, you know, God calls me up, at least motherfuckers can hear my voice one more time.
Yeah. No, and I think there's something very powerful. And I think going back to what you said, man, is a lot of people, I mean, everybody kind of looks at you as a man and is like, you're supposed to handle shit. Take care of it. Don't sit and cry.
Yeah.
Don't
Chin up.
and chin up, 10 toes down, like my cousin would
Grab
always
your
say.
balls and,
you know, yeah, and I think it's so important to. That's why I kind of do the like more emotional music now, because like I'm like starting to like wanting to push that thing away. Like, man, like us dudes talk about a lot. We feel a lot of shit, man.
Oh,
we go through a lot of shit, and I think that like there's a point to like what you were saying, my bad, pero.
No, you're good. You're good.
That we're just forced not to talk about it, but you know, but at the end of the day, I think that we need to start talking about it, and I think that if your brother's really your brother, man, you can call him up at 1 a.m. and you can talk to him, and you can give him your peace of mind.
I answer all phone calls now, dog, because I don't know when like a homie. I've answered phone calls where the homie's like, "Fool, if you didn't answer me, fool, like I would have like fucking
Called you
went over
yesterday,
the
motherfucker.
What, at night? Yes,
I called you right after I missed your call.
A little bit different though.
Fuck
It's
you,
in the
motherfucker.
afternoon. I don't think no one wants to smoke themselves in the afternoon type.
You don't
shit.
know that. You don't know what a motherfucker
I'm
is going
smoking
through.
myself at night, like you know the fucking depressed, all fucking windows closed type
This
shit.
motherfucker.
No, but like jokes aside, like it's like you know the homies call me now. Like if it's late at night, I'm kind of like, but I'm like, you never know. What if, just like what if you would answer Fabian's like call, like and you know like. He's like, yo, I need some fucking help.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, or even when I tell homies like, cause I've been told my whole life stop being a pussy, or I'll be like, oh, shut up and stop being a bitch about it. And like, I'm not trying to like, how do I say this? Like, when I say my pain, I'm not trying to like compare it to people. I'm saying my pain, and I want to feel it, and then like I'm gonna shut up and get over it.
Yeah.
You know, like, or if I tell the homie like, you gotta stop being a bitch about it. But I'm like, but then again, I don't just say stop being a bitch. I'd be like, but this is what you could do for you to change that perspective of what you're going through.
Yeah.
If I have shit I could touch on, you know, and if I don't, you just shut the fuck up and listen to your homie. Like I've had homies that I called and they literally have not said one word. For they just sat there, listen to me just rant, and they're just like, you feel a little bit better. I'm like, yeah, I fucking did. Thanks. And they'll be like, all right, cool. Fool. Like just
hit me in the morning.
Yeah, hit me up in the morning. We'll get some breakfast. We'll do this or we'll do that. And I think that's important. And then another thing that you said was the suicide thing, man. Is that thing is it's a demon in itself, and I've battled my own thoughts of it.
Yeah.
And I'm not proud of it.
Same.
You know, I'm not proud of it, but man, there was times where I feel like there was no dead end. Just to touch on a little bit of why I felt that way, and I'm not gonna get too much into it, just because, you know, I think there's some things you gotta keep to yourself at all times. Sure. You know what I mean? You know, but so man, growing up, I never really felt hurt. So I didn't grow up without I grew up without my dad. So you know what I mean? He got locked up when I was 1 year old, deported when I was 5. So I never really saw him after that. You know?
Yeah.
Mom's was character. I'll say that much as much. Yeah. She always provided a roof though.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
I'll never take that away from her. And she's a beautiful soul. She's a beautiful woman. But
some people just have pain in them. Bro.
Yeah, bro.
You know?
And so when I got to my teen years, I was going through some stuff. We lost our home or whatever. Yeah, there was just times where I was like, man, I don't think I want to do this. Like, I don't think I want to be here. Like, I don't think that this is cool anymore. I don't think this is like
a life you want to live.
Yeah, you know. But that's when the music came through again. That's when I started listening to music. I started writing music. I started writing a lot of my early stuff. Like the song called "Dying to Live." Like I started writing that at a very early age because I knew what I wanted to talk about. Because a lot of people say like, you living to die, you know, like that's why we're all here, right? But I feel like I'm dying to live. Like I feel like I'm searching for something to feel alive. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm dying to feel that what you feel every day. Like because I don't feel that. I don't necessarily feel that.
But it's crazy because suffering is you feeling alive though.
Yeah.
When you suffer and you feel pain, you're alive because you're feeling an emotion.
Exactly.
I feel like we just can't suffer for no reason.
Yeah.
We should at least, like, if you're gonna go through it and you, like, either we fucked up or life or put us in a position with just gotta go through it, feel that emotion.
And something's gonna be waiting for you.
Yeah, not even something waiting for you. Like, use it because you're suffering for no reason. If you fucking, it's like if you keep going to jail, like you keep fucking up, boom, you keep fucking up, boom, you keep going to jail. You're not learning, fool.
Yeah.
You're not learning. Keep going. You're fucking up, and you're doing the same thing over and over again. Or you're fucking up the re-up money. You keep fucking up the re-up, or you know, someone's telling you not to do something. You keep fucking up. You're not gonna learn, right? But like, if you're gonna keep suffering and suffering and suffering, that's you suffering for no reason. But if you suffer, go through that fucking pain, fight through it, look at the demons right in the face. Because, you can drink all you want, the demons, they gonna learn how to swim, you know? Because I try to numb my shit, like, with alcohol and, like, I gotta, like, fucking get drunk to kill my wounds. But, fool, the bandage just start leaking and the demons start swimming. And it's just, now it's you and them looking at each other. And it's
And a pool of liquor, dog.
And a pool of liquor.
That's it. I mean,
that's a good way to put it.
And that's what they say. I mean, you know, alcohol fixes the wounds on the outside, right? That's what you clean your wounds with. You try to clean them on the inside, you're just damaging yourself. You're cutting yourself more than you're hurting, than you're helping yourself.
I try to face it full face forward, like, fuck it, like.
Sometimes you can't though, you know, and that's okay too though. Like, you know, I don't think I ever want somebody to like feel like they're doing something bad. Like, it's never. I'm not advocating like drinking yourself or smoking yourself like all the way to the brink, like you don't feel nothing. But look, do your little thing, feel it out. At the same time, though, recognize what you're doing wrong. And if you don't recognize it, have a loved one call you out on that shit.
Oh, shit.
That shit's tipsy, fool.
I think so.
Whoever put this mic is getting fired.
Hey, let's just take it off for now. Let him hold it. Pause.
Hey, yo!
No Diddy, dog.
Hold it for me, Holmes.
You cool with, like, holding it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Are you cool with holding it?
Holding mine, yeah.
Hey, yo!
So.
Sorry about that, y'all.
It was getting too deep. That shit couldn't take it.
That
I
shit
know,
couldn't take it,
that shit was all like, hey, man, let's start talking about this. No, but like you were saying, you know, like, you know, have a homie call you out on it. I think, like, when it comes down to it, yes, us men have our emotions, our feelings. Go through it. Go what you need to go through real quick. But then don't take your eyes off the prize, because,
100%.
you know, like, at the end of it, there's going to be, you got to just look for the light at the end of the tunnel. Because, yeah, we all go through shit. Life be lifing. It ain't fucking easy. You know, especially, you know, where we come from and stuff. I mean, I'm not saying that we have it the hardest. You know, other people got that shit worse. But, like,
shit could be worse. That's what
shit
I
could be
say,
worse.
man.
You know,
shit
like,
could be worse.
Like, I'm going through a little shit right now. But then, you know, I got Buller here to help me out with it. And he tells me, too, like, bro, like, what you're going through isn't that bad. Look at me. And then he says it, too. Shit could be worse for both of us. Let's put whatever we have to the side and let's continue what the fuck we're building right now.
Yeah.
It's just as simple as that, you know?
That's 100%. And that's why, you know, with everything that I've done, even without music, without music, I've been, in a sense, like, always telling myself, you know, shit could be worse. And shit could always be way worse than what it seems and stuff like that. And I think I didn't start realizing that until you know, rest in peace, my primo. He passed away last year, and man, that was a dude that I looked up to, like, no doubt, man. I was like a father figure to me. Like, you know, he had his demons too, but he would always wake me up and, hey, man, program time. Let's do this, let's do that. You know what I mean? Like, even if I got out of freaking, because I used to work at a restaurant job, so I'd get out at like 3 a.m. closing, you know what I mean? He wake me up at 6, talking about, hey, fool, you know, wait, shake them sheets, brush them teeth, tell me it's program time. I'm like, what the fuck? Fool, I only had 3 hours of sleep. Like, what are you talking about, dog? Like, fool, I ain't on your time right now. Like, you know what I mean? But
You better take your ass back to your room and leave me alone.
But yeah, like, you know what I mean? So, but like, even before that, I was going through something. And then after I lost him, I didn't realize how how bad it could get when you don't have that person that you look up to and like and you don't have I can't talk to him no more.
But I feel like you hear him in the back of your head.
Oh
though.
yeah, 100%. I mean, that's you know what I mean.
As much as my pops probably hates me right now, that's all I hear in the back of my head when I'm fucking up. Is my mom, my pops, type shit. You feel me? So I understand it gets hard, but like I feel like you can hear him though.
Oh yeah,
That person that was always there, like trying to check you and shit. Like you hear him.
And that's 100% like, and that was just another reason for me to continue doing what I'm doing, because there ain't no fucking way I'm letting them down. There ain't no way, bro. Like
you come this far right now, dog, and like I said, there's that light at the end of the tunnel waiting for all of us, bro.
100%. And
yeah, I told him if there ain't no fucking light at the end of this tunnel, somebody getting smoked, dog. This is some bullshit, cause I'm fucking eating shit. Like now, sometimes I be like going through some shit, I don't even know what to say no more. I'm just like, and I'll tell people my day. They're like, damn, bro, that's really fucked up. How you feel about that? I'm like, I don't fucking know,
here.
dog. I was like, what's up? Where's the work at? What do we need to do, dog? Like, I mean, sometimes too, like, it's cool to be sad for. Trust me, I've done that whole like drinking and fucking tequila, staying all day inside of my house. And like, man, I got full like, just go out,
No,
like
that ain't
after be sad, and then after fucking put on key Glock work and get the fuck outside and put in some fucking work, dog.
100%.
You know, fuck all this bullshit, this heartbreak shit. Yeah, whatever, fool. She don't love you. She fucking did this. This fucking Ruka took your dog and the fucking and the stove and shit. Whatever, dog.
what the
She took
fuck?
my she took my stove.
She took my stove and it
She
all
took my
happened after I
perro.
kicked it with you fools. But yeah, and like there's a time after where it's like, okay, fuck this whole like I'm sad or whatever, and then just put in work. Cause as a man, I feel like if you don't like try to get yourself to the next level, dog, no one gives a fuck. There's no one here to save you, bro. As a man, I have noticed, bro, there is no one here to save you, dog. And if you have a like if you have a mom, maybe she'll still give you unconditional love, maybe. And if you don't have that, then you're fucked.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
There's no one here to save you, bro.
100%. And I think once I started realizing that, the easier it got to like actually be the man that I am. Because for a long time, I think I struggled. So my real name is Eric. So for a long time, I struggled with Eric and Roloe being two different people. Yeah. And I recently came to the like conclusion that that's not the case. That I think Eric, for a long time I thought that he was this broke down kid, this like helpless, scared motherfucker, like that used to just sit in the corner and cry and wonder why his life isn't different and wonder why I was born in this. And then Roloe was man, I'm a rapper, man. I don't give a fuck. I get money, I fuck bitches, I do whatever I want, you know what I mean? Like, excuse my language, but like that's just what it was. And then I realized like, man, you can't be one without the other. Yeah. If I was never that scared kid, I wouldn't have had the balls to take the chance and become someone else, and become, not saying that I am someone else, but become that other, I guess, alter ego in a sense, just to get in the studio and have the confidence and have, man, that energy to like feel necessarily like comfortable in my own skin again. Like, because for a long time I didn't. For a long time I felt like, okay, like this is just what it is. It's two different people. Yeah. And I can no longer be Eric. I can only be Roloe. You know, because Eric is that scared kid and Eric is that you know, in a sense, pussy. Yeah. You know? But that's not the case. What the case is that I failed to see that, you know, you could be both at the same time. You got to be better with it. Mesh them together. If you got it, if you got multiple talents and multiple like ways of seeing yourself, mesh them together and grow as a person from it. Don't run from it. Don't subtract from it, because that's who you were. That's who you always be. And just grow, man. And just take it to a whole new level, because your biggest enemy is you. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody out here that's gonna knock you off.
Except you.
Any pinnacle, any high horse.
It should be getting dark, bro.
Yeah. Any pinnacle, any high horse, ain't nobody knocking you off but you. And it's up to you, man. It's up to you to grind and to get to that mountain high and to really feel it. And that's what I think I'm finally trying to feel and figure out, and that's what I'm finally doing, man. And it feels great, and it feels like I don't have it all figured out. I'm not gonna sit here.
I think we never do, bro.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm not sitting here and saying that I got it all figured out. I got the game figured out, but I have figured out my steps.
Yeah.
And I
Figured out yourself.
yeah, and this music, that's exactly what I'm gonna do, man. Like,
That's what's up,
you
bro.
know what I mean? Like, man, anybody can try to come and take it from me, but
You need a motherfucking army to do that.
yeah, you're gonna need an army.
motherfucker.
Yeah, you gonna need an army
That's
or a motherfucking wooden box. I mean,
You
I ain't
gonna
going
have
in
to
either.
kill
You know what I
me.
mean?
Shit.
You gonna have to kill me. I'll tell you what.
All right, we gonna end it on that one, bro. That
yeah,
shit
man.
was.
Shout
we
out
got really
Roloe
deep,
Falanis
bro.
coming to the
Yeah.
crib. Shout out to mosquitoes for fucking my shit up.
Before we end it, you want to go ahead and give all your shout outs you need to give out, bro?
Yeah, man. So real quick, I chose this location because this is where I grew up. This is my stomping grounds when I was a little ass kid, being a bad motherfucker. And yeah, it's a really important place for me. It's where I started music. It's where I'm gonna continue, and hopefully, not hopefully, when I make it out, you know, I'm gonna buy this house. You know what I mean? But real quick, Roloe_official on all platforms, YouTube, SoundCloud, Instagram, Snapchat, all that. I'm under that. I do have an official album coming in this fall, sometimes this late fall. It's called Unavailable Love, and it talks about a lot of what I've been through, and
Feel like that's the perfect time to drop a
yeah,
love album like that
you know,
in the fall.
and yeah, and what I've been through with not with females too, not just females, but I mean it's all about just feeling love and going through those emotions and doing all that. But I also want to give a big shout out to my friends, to my family, to you guys, especially you guys, and especially big homie Uvier, my God. You can follow him. It's exactly how it's spelled. UVIER
We gonna have him on the pod, too.
MYGOD. On all platforms as well. He makes amazing music
If
as
you find a
well.
boot at your tia's house, you know who it is.
Exactly that.
If you coming home, if you going to your bitch's house, if you going to your bitch's house and you see a cane in the doorway, you already know what to do.
That ain't your granddaddy. That ain't your granddaddy.
It might be. It might be.
On the bad
It might be. But another one is another big shout out to Fabian, Zaire, and yeah, man, those two guys have held down me for a long time. All three of them have, and shout out to everybody who just keeps supporting me, and thank you guys again for having me on this podcast, man. We talked about a lot of shit, man, and
thank you for coming on,
thank
bro.
you,
Appreciate
man.
it, bro.
I appreciate it so much.
Okay, fool.
Buller,
Thank
you already know what it is.
Might
It's
crack
all
over that
love,
Bel Air,
man.
get drunk as fuck on a Tuesday.
Oh yeah,
Going
man.
up on a Tuesday.
Again, bro, thank you for
we'll
coming
let
on.
you close it out,
Yeah,
man.
thank
Go
you for
ahead.
coming on to the pod, bro. You know, we appreciate the time. You know, the
Yeah, we in the
conversation
city
was
of fucking
crazy.
Canoga, man. You tell you we fucking out here letting them tell it in every fucking podcast. You feel me? So
Again, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Let You Tell It podcast. I'm Caesar,
it's your boy Buller.
and we out this bitch.
Man, let's
Fuck
roll
mosquitoes, man.
Westside
Yeah.
Pretty Boy, motherfucker.
Interview, I'm trying to get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. Get down with you, get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you.